When you type in EMT paramedic, this is one of the most seen videos worldwide. Stay tuned to this video. I'm gonna tell you about what they did and my reaction to it. Check it out. So what you'll see is there's a few things that I had to do to avoid being sued. My intentions are not to make fun of this video or anything along those lines. I just don't want the brand new EMTs or the people out there who want to learn more about our industry to not realize some of the things that could have been done better. Because a lot of times you'll watch a video like this and think this is the way it goes down. And I just want to share with you, it's a great video, it's a great resource, but it's not the end all be all. And I just want to add my 2 cents so that it'll make you a better healthcare provider. So without further ado, or before I go into that, please understand that a lot of the faces and a lot of the logos in the video, I kind of blurred them out because, like I said, I'm not looking to be sued or anything along those lines. I just want to provide value to you. And here it goes. First and foremost, in that video, I saw that they kept picking up and putting down the bags as if you're doing some kind of lunge. This way of picking up or putting down the bags, you could put it down and pick it up the way you prefer, but at the end of the day, the majority of cases, people are not putting their garment on the floor unless they have to. Just pick them up and lift with your legs so you could avoid a back injury. This lunge doesn't seem like the proper way or the way that I've done it or seen anybody else do it on the street. Remember, I'm going to give you the 911, New York City 911 perspective with over 20 years of experience and wearing a helmet like this on countless instances in real life scenarios. I just want to add and supplement this video, which was well done. I just want to make it better. Next thing about, see, I blurred the face right here, but this is the proper way of holding the stretcher. Friendly reminder, 2 hands on the stretcher and then another one here. That's 3. You should have a bare minimum of 3 hands on the stretcher for proper movement and to avoid having any issues happen with the patient, like the patient falling off. Another thing I see that could have been done better, there should have been an oxygen bag on the stretcher, because I see the cardiac monitor and I see the response bag, but this response bag is probably packed with an intubation kit. It's probably packed with the medications and a whole bunch of gauzes and stuff, but where is the oxygen? So just a friendly reminder, this video was made for training purposes. This is not a real life scenario, but please always remember, you need to go on every single call with a transport device, a response bag, your cardiac monitor if you're a paramedic, and oxygen. So the hand placement is good, but friendly reminder, it's missing the oxygen. All right, and if you see he's turning around to look at his partner, this is a good way. Once he's fully turned around, this is a great way to go down a hill. So for example, if you happen to go down a hill, have the person up top hold both the back, and then the person at the bottom brace the stretcher from going down the hill too fast by turning around and walking backwards while also holding the stretcher with both hands. So that's another thing I wanted to mention. If you notice, he's bringing the stair chair. The stair chair was here during the video. In reality, you're either bringing one or the other. In the majority of cases, you're either choosing the stretcher or choosing the stair chair, depending on whether or not there's an elevator. But nonetheless, one thing I wanted to mention about the stair chair, there is instances where you realize that you're gonna need, there is an elevator, but there's a few steps as well. So you'll notice, it's a case-by-case basis, but you'll notice that the stair chair, you're gonna have to bring it on the stretcher along with everything else. And in this video, they had it completely separate. So once again, it's for training purposes, but I wanted to throw it out there that the stair chair, you're supposed to bring it with you from the ambulance, but he found it in the hallway. As far as lifting mechanics here, this is a big boy. He's doing a great job. As far as his hand placement and everything else, he's very close to the patient. What I would correct is this gentleman right here. Notice that he's lifting by the feet. to help your partner the most and to avoid them having a back injury, I would lift from the knee up. So lift, like put your arms this much where the knees are, or at the crease of the knee, the person at the bottom, and lift with your partner so that he'll lift less weight, because the knees down don't have as much weight as the knees up. So by lifting over here, you'll make it easier on your partner and help them avoid an injury. All right. Next one is with this stair chair. This stair chair has tracks. If the person is heavy enough, there's a possibility that the inertia from the patient may go down too fast. It also depends on how much oil this stair chair has. So one way that I happen to go down the stairs with this type of stair chair and with a patient is I keep one arm on the handle and then the other arm on the rail. So my hands are very, very strong. My grip strength is very, very strong from the martial arts, from the weightlifting and the pull-ups and stuff. So I don't mind holding the patient with one arm, having my partner be down here, and then keeping one hand on the rail. That way I can control it a lot better instead of holding it like this and having the inertia pull my weight down. I'm kind of bracing myself down that way. And I found that this way of holding the stair chair is a lot better on your back, as long as you have a strong core, obviously. But consider that. Once again, if you notice, he's lifting good, and this gentleman is only lifting at the feet, ultimately helping his partner, but not in the best way possible. As far as the CPR position, arms are locked. He's got his hand placement good. One thing I would do better is keep the knees closer to the person, because it's not the same to do compressions at this distance from the mannequin or a real person in cardiac arrest as it is to do the CPR while being super duper close to this patient. So one thing that could be done better in this particular scene is to have the knees closer to the victim, closer to the patient. So he's too far for my liking. All right, what do we see here? Let me see. So the CE clamp. This clamp is good. Yeah, basically, you already know this is how you hold the BVM. This is how you do rescue breaths. This is how you basically CE clamp. This is a good way of doing ventilation. So he's doing a good job. I don't want to talk about the bad things only. I also want to let you guys know that these are the proper ways of holding the BVM, for example. This is perfect lifting. Everything's good. Got it close to the body. He's close to the body here. That's perfect. The only thing I see that's wrong with this, and I just want to bring it to your attention, is that when you strap somebody in, you need one strap here, one strap here, and one strap here under the shoulders, ideally. So you need a minimum of 3 straps. This person is not strapped at all, and their arms are all over the place. So when you strap the person, they need to have their hands strapped at the waist as well. You want to have the person strapped at the waist, have their hands strapped at the waist as well, because the last thing you want is to have somebody hurt their arm or hit their arm or make the situation worse, because their arms are just are all over the place as they are here. So always strap the person's hand on their waist right here. Now, one thing I do see here is a hazard, because why is this gentleman, I mean, he's a big boy, he's a strong guy, but why is he carrying all the bags and this person isn't carrying anything? I understand he's wearing a white shirt and he's a supervisor, but guys, please don't ever be intimidated by your supervisor. Go ahead and give him something to carry as well. There's no reason why you should carry everything. And also understand that there's ways to put things in different locations so you don't have to carry it. For example, when we have a cardiac arrest, there'll actually be somebody here doing compressions and having their feet up here. It's kind of like riding a skateboard type of thing. And the monitor would have been on top of the patient, so we can monitor the monitor, and the oxygen would have been strapped along here as well. So all I'm trying to tell you is, if you have to carry your bags, you have to be physically able to. So this is a physical agility type of test, and it's good that he's holding it. But in real life, what I'm trying to tell you is, you don't need to carry all your bags. This person should be carrying bags as well, even if they're wearing a white shirt. And if it's a really critical job, find ways to keep your hands free, because the last thing you want is to fumble with a critical patient because you were pretty much off balance from all these heavy bags that you're carrying. So I believe that's the last picture. Yep, my people, this is by far one of the most seen videos for EMS, and I hope I was able to supplement it, and I hope it helps you. If you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, or if you want me to make a video about you particularly in any topics that you need help with, just comment down below. I'm always looking for opportunities to share my experience with you guys. I hope this helps. Peace.